Hi everyone, I'm Jimaku Brimstone. Welcome to the review of Machine, the second release by the band Static X. Today we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the release, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I've already reviewed their record Shadow Zone 3 years ago, so go check that review out. My story with this band is quite simple and it started around the year 2001-2002. It's when I saw the music video for their song Black and White on the TV. It was Viva 2, I think. It made a big impression on me because at the time I also watched the Terminator 2 movie. Who cares that I was like 4 or 5? My parents did not care. I loved that in that video they would change back and forth between being humans and machines. Later, around 2003-2004, I saw more of their music videos for I'm With Stupid and The Only. Then I played through Need for Speed Underground with my father-in-law and it had the song The Only on the soundtrack, so we would hear that song all the time while playing that game. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. I even did a guitar cover of it on my second channel. And finally in 2008, when I got the internet, I've checked out the entire discography of Static X. Back then the Cannibal record was the newest one, and I've enjoyed everything they've done, been their fan ever since. The lineup on the Machine is Wayne Static on the vocals, guitars, keyboards and programming, Tony Camp is on the bass and backing vocals, Ken J on the drums. This is his last release with the band until Project Regeneration, but he did write songs for their 2003 release Shadow Zone. He just quit before they recorded that album. And we also have Koichi Fukuda on guitars and additional keyboards. He didn't write any songs for the band back then and he quit during Machine pre-production, I think. He rejoined the band before they finished doing Start a War release. The production is titled was handled by Ulrich Wild, the dude who also did their previous release and Shadow Zone and Start a War and both Project Regenerations. The production is clean but heavy, it has an industrial feeling to it. No loudness war, no clipping, no overused compression, just how I like it. Message is diverse, the songs are mostly about personal struggles, relationship issues, but also society. Structure of the songs is basic, standard intro, verse because bridge chorus, outro. When it comes to the music genre, this is a mix between nu metal and industrial metal. When it comes to the musicianship, let's start with the band's drummer, Ken J. His playing is tight, I love his double bass work, the grooves, the style, the speed, the precision of his playing, he's doing his best here. Next we've got the bass work by Tony, and while the bass is audible, it mostly follows the guitars, but we have some segments here and there where the bassist takes the lead, and that's pretty cool. Next we've got the guitar work by Wayne Static, and it's fantastic. It's simple but effective, lots of chugging, lots of 000, but it's groovy and bouncy. Apparently the record was supposed to have guitar solos, but for some reason they did not include them, not sure why. Then we've got all of the keyboards and electronic elements, and they do enrich the sound of the record. Last but not least, let's mention Wayne's vocals, his screaming, shouting, yelling, growling and singing, it's all on point. The only thing I am not entirely sold on is when he does his Trent Reznor impression on Machine with wow wow wow. It doesn't sound that good, everything else is on point though. Also Tani, the bassist, provides some backing vocals and I love his growling and screaming. He's a capable vocalist himself, you can hear more of his voice in Asesino and in some Soulfly songs from 2012 and 13. Now we can finally rate the individual songs. The album opens up with Venidos, which means welcome in Spanish. It's an intro without any music, it sounds weird, it's pretty funny, it's like a shitpost. It transitions into Get to the Gone, the first real song here, and this one, well, it's a banger. It's one of the heaviest songs here, that's for sure. Also one of the heaviest Static X songs, period. The that's a fantastic intro. Get to the gun, over the arm, get to the gun, I don't remember the lyrics, but the song is fun as hell. I even did a guitar cover of it 5 years ago for the 20th anniversary of the machine, you can check it out on my second channel. This is one of the best Static X songs because it has energy and punch to it, 11 out of 10. Permanence, I love the drumming in this one, and the chorus is quite fun. Permanences, boom, permanences, boom, permanences. It's not a perfect song by any means, but it's a fun one, 9 out of 10. Black and White, the first song I've heard from this band, it's also a single with a music video. It's to this day my favorite Static X song. I also did a guitar cover of this one on my second channel because I just love this track with all of my heart. The guitar riffs, the din, the din, the din, the din, the din. All of the electronic elements, the cool bass lines, boom. And then the chorus happens. Losing your mind, losing your mind. It's running, it's fading. Your soul's on fire. It's black and white. This is just poetry. It's a beautiful song from beginning to the end where every single band member is doing their best. 12 out of 10. This is not. It's a fun track, love the drumming here and the guitar riffs, the lyrics are quite funny. This is not. It's fun, 10 out of 10. Otsego Undead, so Static X had this tradition of putting a song with Otsego in its title on every single release, which was quite fun. It's like Korn using bagpipes on their every record. This one is not my favorite Otsego song, that would be the Otsego Electric from Shadow Zone, but it's a close one. I do enjoy its energy, its aggressive nature, the industrial elements. It's a fun song, 9 out of 10. Code is a single with a music video and it's the second best song here. I love its more melodic nature, the keyboard to tum 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 tum. The guitar riff is just zero. The vocals here take the center stage and they do sound beautiful. Cold, oh so cold, we are cold. One of the most recognizable songs from Static X, right up there with The Only. I cannot think of anyone who would hate this one. It was also featured, I think, in the movie Queen of the Damned that came out in 2001 or 2002, which had a soundtrack done by Jonathan Davis, but he couldn't use his voice for the soundtrack for some reason, so you can hear his voice in the movie, but not on the CD because of his record label, so Wayne Static did vocals for one of the tracks, also Chester Bennington, David Draymond, and the dude from Orgy, I think. Anyways, the movie was fantastic and so is this song, 11 out of 10. Structural Defect, this one yet again has fantastic drumming. The guitar riffs, all of that stuff, and the vocals are fun. It's not perfect, but I do enjoy it, 9 out of 10. Shit in a Bag is a song about how Wayne Static did not enjoy touring because they wouldn't stop to go to the toilet, they would just take a shit in a bag. Great, fantastic, valuable knowledge that all of us will pass to our children and so forth and so forth. This is the third weakest song here, it just doesn't feel that fun to me. It's like a filler song. I don't mind it, I will always listen to it as I'm going through the record, but it just doesn't have the energy and the passion the other tracks have. 7 out of 10. Burn to Burn is a step up from the previous song, but it's not as good as the songs before it, like Cold or Black and White. But I still do dig it, the main guitar riff, the vocal performance, the drumming, 8 out of 10. Machine has a cool intro where they say that they've entered the Shadow Zone, which is a cool foreshadowing that the next record is going to be called Shadow Zone. The same thing happened with the band Whitechapel, where on their second record This Is Exile, in one of the songs, I think Possession, they say they've entered a new era of corruption, and then the third record was called A New Era of Corruption. Same thing that happened here with Static X. This track is a 9 Inch Nails tribute, you can hear it in the instrumental work. The vocals are so and so, could have been better. It's a good song, but nothing special to me, 7 out of 10. And the final track, Dios, Alma, Perdida. This one sounds like some video game soundtrack. A little bit too long for my taste, and yet again it's nothing special, 6 out of 10. Now let's talk about the bonus tracks and the B-sides. Anything but this. This is a Japanese bonus track, but it was also featured on a Resident Evil movie soundtrack. It's probably the heaviest song from Static X, right up there with Get to the Gone, and I have no clue how this banger was not featured on the standard edition of the release. The band or the record label are insane for not putting this as a single or like a opener for Machine. It's an outstanding heavy song with fantastic vocal performance, cool instrumental work. We also have Tony providing vocals for the chorus. What's not to love here? 11 out of 10. Behind the Wall of Sleep, it's a Black Sabbath cover and it's so and so. It's decent but could have been better. 6 out of 10. Crash, this is a song Wayne Static and Koichi co-wrote with Mephisto Odyssey for their 2000 release. It also could have been added to the Machine because it's a great song. It's weird, it sounds like some video game soundtrack, but it's fun. 9 out of 10. Hip Hop features Dead Press. This is a remix of a Dead Press song. It was released on the compilation Loud Rocks in 2000. Again, it's so and so, probably my least favorite mix between rap and metal, because other bands, even on that compilation, did a better job, like for example System of a Down and Wu-Tang Clan. That version of Shame was fantastic, and this one is just, it's decent, you know, I don't mind it. 6 out of 10. And the final track, Speedway, this is an Elvis Presley cover, and yet again, it's nothing special. It has the identity of Static X, I would say, same as that Black Sabbath cover, but besides that, it's again nothing special. You can check it out if you're curious. 6 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable, the flow is digestible, replayability. Yeah, this is a great release. It could have been better because the band and the record label made some weird choices. If I had to create my perfect Machine release, I would keep the first 8 songs and Burn to Burn, and then I would add anything but this to the standard edition. Also Crash, because why not, and that's it. I wouldn't keep Machine in a bag or Dios, Alma, Perdida, and I wouldn't add any other B-side, because these songs are just decent, nothing special. They bring down the rating of the record, they disrupt the flow. If this was just a 10-track release, over 30 minutes, I think it would gather a better reception than it got, but don't get me wrong, it's still in my top 3 Static X records. My favorite will always be Shadow Zone, and then Start a War, and then this one. Celebrate Nursery by spinning this record today, it deserves your attention. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram in the description. Shout out to my Patreon supporters who gracefully sponsored this video, so you're truly wonderful. You can join them if you want, so I can make you an album review, Doom MIDI cover, lyric video of your choice. Check out my Get to the Gone Doom MIDI cover I've dropped today, and I will see you in my other videos. Bye!